Good morning. Today I'm going to show you how to make lahma ajeen the Tripoli way. I've been inboxed a lot saying, can you please make a video of how you make the lahma ajeen. So this is my way. First of all, we're going to start with the dough, and we're going to put 500 grams of plain flour. We do it in our Thermomix, and we're going to weigh it, 500 grams of plain flour. Okay, so we got our 500 grams of plain flour, and now we're going to add 85 grams of ghee. This is homemade ghee that I've made. You can use any ghee, it doesn't have to be homemade, but I make everything from scratch because it tastes better and it's so much easier in the Thermomix to make everything from scratch. 85 grams of ghee, and then I add 80 grams of vegetable oil or canola oil. This recipe was given to me by one of my Thermomix friends. It's her mum's recipe and I absolutely love it. It tastes amazing and so easy to roll out. And then we're going to add 5 grams of salt. Okay. And then we're going to add 236 grams of warm water. Okay, done. Put the lid on, go to the dough function. Put it for 10 minutes. And let it do the hard work for you. So the dough's finished now, and that's what it looks like. Nice and pliable. And now we're gonna roll it into balls. So we're gonna tip the dough onto our Thermomix mat. Only you could feel this dough, it's so soft. As I said before, this recipe was given to me by one of my Thermomix friends. She's called Matbakh Ruler on Instagram. You guys should follow her. She's got amazing recipes also. Okay. So now I'm just going to rain my pan with a little bit of oil. And then I'm gonna roll my dough into balls and put them in the tray to rest. You can weigh these if you want to be accurate, but I just usually eye it out. Just love the feel of this dough, it's so soft. So after you roll all your balls and you put them in your grease tray, cover it with Glad wrap and let it rest for about an hour. So these are ones that I've made earlier, so I'm going to show you how to roll them out. Then dip them in the ghee and oil mixture, and then we're going to let them rest again. So I've made it a ghee and oil mixture so I can dip my dough in. This is going to give it a buttery texture, like just like your puff pastry, in that this dough does need a lot of butter and ghee oil. So this is what makes it yummy. I know, full of fat, but it's nice. So just have a look how I do it. So first of all, I'll roll each piece of dough that has been rested for an hour. I roll it into thin pieces, and I like to roll it as thinly as possible. So that thin. You can stretch it out a bit too if you like. And then I dip it in the oil and ghee mixture. So this is about half a cup of ghee and half a cup of canola oil. Then I twist them on my two little fingers, and then I let it rest. And you keep doing that until you get all your dough rolled out, and it needs to rest another hour before you flatten it out and put the meat mixture before baking. So I'll show you how to make the meat mixture after I've rolled all these out. So it's very simple, a bit time consuming, but the end result is absolutely divine. Your guests will love it. See how beautiful this dough is? Absolutely love it. So just wash carefully my two fingers, twist, tuck in, and then place on your mat. So we've rolled our first tray and we've twisted them all, and we're going to let them rest for about an hour, and then we're going to flatten them out. Now we're going to add the ghee to the pan. We have a little helper here, my husband's helping us. So ghee, and then we're going to add the onion. So it's about 3 onions in there. And we're going to cook them till they're transparent. So cook it until it's transparent. It has a bit of caramelization to it. And then we're going to add 1 kilo of minced meat. You can do this in the Thermomix also, but today we're doing it traditional way on the stove. Now we're going to add some salt to season it. And you can season it as much as you want. And then we're going to add some black pepper. And some 7 spices. About a teaspoon. A little bit more if you like it spicy. And then keep mixing that until the meat has fully cooked through. Right, now the meat's cooked through, we're going to add probably half a cup of vinegar. And we're using apple cider vinegar for this. And we're going to add some pomegranate. And you can add as much as you like. Some people don't like a lot of it, but we do. So we're going to put a fair bit. You can always add it later if it's not enough pomegranate in it. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of tahini. Mix it and see how you go, because it's going to dry the meat up. I think it needs another tablespoon of tahini. So we're going to add another tablespoon in there. That's it. So now we turn off the stove and we're going to add the parsley and the mint. So that's a whole bunch of mint that we've added and a whole bunch of parsley that's been previously chopped, and mix it through. And then we're going to wait till it cools down, and then we're going to put it in a Thermomix for a bit just to blend to make into a paste, And then we're gonna roll our lahmi ajeen and we're gonna top it up with the meat and pine nuts. Okay, so we've got our meat mixture. We've blended it in the Thermomix for 30 seconds. And then now we're gonna roll out our dough that's been resting for an hour. Just like that, flatten it out, put it on our tray, show you just like that. Some pine nuts on top. And then we bake it in an oven for 180 degrees until golden, and then we serve it. You don't have to put that much pine nuts, but we love our pine nuts. Just like that. This is the end result after we've baked them. Tripoli style lahmi ajeen. Thank you all for watching.